Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the Football Anarchist. In today's video, we're talking about Alexander Isak and the new signing for Chelsea, Jorrel Hato. Let's go into the Alexander Isak news. Alexander Isak has just reached a verbal agreement with Liverpool that will take his contract length until 2031, according to Florian Plattenberg. Honestly, guys, I don't know. You guys can hate as you want, but the thing is that Liverpool have done amazing business, when it comes to recruitment wise and also sales as well. It's nothing short of brilliant. And also, there's a report that Alexander Isak has traveled down to Spain to train alone, on the training ground, of Real Sociedad, his former team, back in Spain, while he awaits his big move to Liverpool. And he says that Alexander Isak wants to make this move to Liverpool as quickly as possible. The Swede only has his eyes set for Anfield, and it also likes, it looks like Liverpool are also going to do their own parts, to make this deal happen. And I feel Liverpool are waiting for Newcastle to get the striking position settled. Newcastle are trying to get a striker, and I feel Liverpool are not trying to go in yet. In as much as they have the money is ready, they sold Luis Diaz to Bayern, and Liverpool made a sale of, I think we spent 300 million pounds, like people said. A lot of news. Oh, Liverpool has spent a lot. But we've gotten a lot back. More than half of that money spent, we've gotten it back on sales. Luis Diaz has just joined Bayern Munich recently, and there's money to spend. So I believe Liverpool don't want to strike yet. They want Newcastle to get a striker before they can go in with their 20 million pounds, 120 million pounds fee with the add-ons. So I see that happening soon. And Newcastle are still pushing hard to sign Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko has been in the news, and now Manchester United has just gone in on that deal, and it feels that the player prefers Manchester United. So let's see how that pans out. Newcastle are currently in their Asia tour, and Liverpool are preparing a formal bid in the next few weeks. The next few weeks will be crucial, honestly, guys. The next few weeks will be crucial. And for those Newcastle fans, that are bitter, they are saying a lot of things. Have you guys forgotten so soon? Have you guys forgotten so soon? Let me remind you guys. Literally every big club in England has gone through this phase. Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea. In the time Chelsea sold Hazard to Madrid, Man U sold Ronaldo to Madrid. Liverpool have lost players, lost Luis Suarez, lost Felipe Coutinho, and this has happened to everybody. So, and also recently, Alexander Arnold, there were a lot of guys, you guys, were all literally telling Liverpool fans how to feel, about Alexander Arnold going to Real Madrid. And there's one certain, you guys, your legend, Alex Ferreira, came out and said something earlier, talking about the backlash that Alexander Arnold was getting when he was trying to move, when the Real Madrid news came out. And there's something he said. He said, as I quote, "I don't get this criticism. I mean, he's entitled to do whatever he wants. He's giving that football club absolutely everything. And if he wants to challenge himself going abroad and playing for Real Madrid, then so be it." Listen, so be it. They turned a bid down for him in January, so they could have made money on him. He played, they could have made money on him. He played, I don't know what, but 350 games, and he has always given his best. They should give him a great send-forth. That's a man called the Newcastle legend, Alan Shearer. That's what he had to say. Now let's break this down. With this narrative, let's break this down. As Alexander Isak giving absolutely everything to Newcastle, 100%, hell yeah, he has given everything to Newcastle. And please tell me, you guys remind me how long you guys won a trophy last. Alexander Isak was the main guy, the main person that made that possible for Newcastle to get a trophy after 70 good years. This person that just said this, Alan Shearer, never had a trophy. In as much as he was one of the great strikers, he never gave Newcastle a trophy. So when you guys say, oh, Alexander Arnold has given everything to Liverpool, Alexander Isak has also given everything to Newcastle as well. You understand? And it's funny enough, you guys will be getting a huge amount of money that you guys can feed in and pump into your team and get quality players. You know, Liverpool got nothing for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool got nothing for him. This is a young local lad that has been in the club for a long time. You know, Isak is not a Newcastle player, neither is he an English born or something like that. But this is a player that came from Liverpool, that's in Alexander Arnold, and he just woke up one morning and said, you know what, I've tried, I've given everything, let me leave. You know, and he has a change, he wants to change environment, like he said, he wants to go to a different, he has been tired of staying in England and Liverpool. You know, so it's just like that. It's just like in your daily job. You know, let's say for instance, you have a job that you're working, maybe let's say you're working in a Microsoft firm and they're paying you some amount of money and you want to be ambitious. It's not about the money. Let's talk about this. It's not about the money. You want an upgrade. You want to test yourself against the bigger fish. You know, you want to go into a bigger club that has ambition, that wins things every single season. Newcastle will compete in the Champions League, no doubt about that. But the question is, will Newcastle win the Champions League? Now, Liverpool have won the Champions League. Liverpool have won Premier Leagues. Liverpool have won a lot. Liverpool have won a lot. So when you guys talk about, oh, Alexander Isak has qualified, Newcastle have qualified for the Champions League, so why are you leaving? He wants to be ambitious. Football, you know, is a short life. You know, and you guys need to know that football is very short. This guy we're talking about is just 26, 25 years old, and he'll be 26 soon. So it's normal for him to want to leave to a bigger club that's going to win things. He doesn't just want to compete, he wants to win. So you guys should just load and pipe down with those all things you guys are talking about, you know. And there's a big breaking news coming out of England. Chelsea Football Club, Jorrel Hato to Chelsea. Here we go. The deal is placed with Ajax for a fee in the excess of 40 million. He would sign a long-term contract at Chelsea, and he only wanted Chelsea all this while, this summer. And there's authorization for him to travel to London for his medical test, and he's going to sign a 7-year deal at Chelsea. The fee is worth £43 million with an additional add-ons. So let's see how that goes. But the thing about Jorrel Hato, he's a very good player. There's one time Liverpool were also tipped to get him as well. But my only concern is, if you guys are going to be playing him at the centre back, I kind of have a little bit of concern for that, because he's not to that standard. He's not the tallest, you know, and playing him as a centre back in a Premier League team, you know, we all know Premier League is one of the most difficult league in the world. And playing him as a centre back, for me, I don't think that's a very good idea. You guys can play him, you know, probably in a role like Cucurella might not be playing every games, so you guys might want to play him, maybe rest Cucurella and play him. But playing him as a centre back, I don't see that happening. You guys can also play, you know, just the way Arsenal are playing Timber. You know, Timber has always played at the right back, you know, left back and all that. And it's not always you see him at the centre back, in as much as Arsenal had serious injury problems, but it was difficult. So I don't think we saw Timber at that Jorrel Timber at that particular centre back role. So let's see how that goes. Very good signing. Chelsea are moving mad in the market. I won't lie to you guys. Chelsea are moving mad. That's a very good deal. You know, good squad depth. And honestly, for Chelsea, it's close to, you know, for me, Chelsea are close to Liverpool when it comes to this competition. If the Premier League starts tomorrow, I see Chelsea as the closest to Liverpool for this Premier League title. So you guys, tell me what you guys think about the Jorrel Hato deal, about Alexander Isak. Liverpool fans, are we going to get a year will go soon from Alexander Isak? Tell me what you guys think. Type your thoughts in the comment section. And please guys, like, share, comment. I want to see you guys comment, like, share with your friends, share with your loved ones. And Liverpool fans out there, share to all your Liverpool friends and family. And I love you guys so much for supporting this channel. See you soon. Bye.